one of the few quieter neighborhoods in Hong Kong Island's Wan Chai district, stands the iconic Blue House. Once a 4-story tenement block built in the 1920s, now a newly renovated building thanks to Hong Kong's Revitalisation scheme. With footbridges now connecting it to the neighboring yellow and orange house, the curators of the space have big plans for the new Blue House cluster. But how will the space be used? And what can the general public expect to experience? Join me on this episode of Seeing Sights, where I sit down with Suki Chow, assistant curator of the project, to learn about its story and how its nearly 100 years of history has informed their roadmap for the future of this protected Grade 1 historic structure. I'm your host Josh, and welcome to Seeing Sights.
Actually, St. James Settlement is a social welfare organization that work for the community for more than 60 years in franchise. And we actually start from a very humble beginnings at the Stone Lunar Lane to serve the kids, the street kids in the neighborhoods. So for the past 60 years, our service continued to expand to meet the diverse needs of the communities, become a venerated tenement blocks for ordinary people. So most of the usage of the buildings remain unchanged because the Blue House cluster originally just for residential use. So we will keep the residential use as the major use of the Blue House clusters. So all the units upstairs will be for residents. So 8 will be for the staying tenants, and we will have 12 rented out for other tenants to have more people who can experience the livelihood in these Blue House clusters. And for the shop floors, we will have 2 exhibition space, one at Yellow House and one at Blue House. And we have 2 eateries and 1 dessert house and 1 vegetarian restaurant. It's basically operated in forms of a social enterprise. It's basically a community building projects that we use different means to build the communities, like we use restaurants, social enterprise, exhibition space, and comm hall.
Are there any particular outreach programs or events that you're planning on running to help promote this location and the work that you guys do?
Actually, our works can be in 2 parts. The first part is the community buildings for the neighborhoods. So we have all kinds of the restaurants, exhibition space, and that's it. And we have some outreach program. Lucky enough, we are Hong Kong Jockey Club is very kind enough to offer us a free funding support.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with the public about the Blue House cluster?
I just want Blue House different from other projects is not only on its histories, but how we intervened in this project. We always emphasize on participations and bottom-up participations. The spirit of the Blue House cluster is about participations. So everyone can take part in it, and everyone can contribute in it, and everyone's opinions matter to us. I'm not sure if I mentioned the Blue House clusters is the first conservation project that we call it retain the people and preserve the people and buildings. So we hope, we are not quite sure if this is the best practice ever. Just want to demonstrate a viable practice in Hong Kong.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Josh.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
The newly revitalized Blue House cluster will be reopening its doors this September. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Seeing Sights. Safe travels. We'll see you next time.